Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing good and fine. So today we are going to study the 4 marks question for your SEM 1 from BSC, BSC Nutrition. So is your proximate principle, okay? Protein, fats and carbohydrate are referred to as proximate principle. First of all, what is the meaning of proximate principle? Means the proteins which you have and fats, carbohydrates are referred to as proximate principle, we are saying, okay? Now they are oxidized in the body to yield energy, to yield ATPs which the body needs. Of course we need ATPs for function of the body. So what is the primary function? Let's see. Their primary function is to provide amino acid for bodybuilding materials. For building our body, they provide our primary function. Who? Protein, fats and carbohydrates. The proximate principles form bulk to the diet. Vitamins and minerals do not supply energy but play an important role in regulation of metabolic activity. Now here what it is saying, vitamins and minerals do not supply energy. It will not supply any energy. But why it is important? To help in the metabolic activities, to generate energy this in the body. And utilization of proximate principle. To all the nutrients should go in the body. It is called a utilization of proximate principle. Getting my point? Now we have studied protein, fats and carbohydrate. Let's study separately, okay? Now proteins. Proteins are vital to any living organism. It is very important for any living organism and important for the constituent for the tissues and cells of the body. Now the protein is in the form of enzymes and hormones and concerned with the metabolic process of the body, again to generate ATPs, right? Then protein supply the bodybuilding materials, wear and tear processes and act as an antibiotic. Now what do you mean by antibiotics? Antibiotics means like if you have a cold or fever, you will eat some tablets, like that is only antibiotics to fight against that disease, virus, bacteria, to defense against infection, clearly. Now let's leave this point. Let's go to this. Protein breakdown into amino acid used by the body to perform various functions. 1 gram of protein equals to 4 kilocalories of energy, which is the most economical. Now let us see the sources of protein. How you can get protein in your diet? They are the meat. You can eat meat, fish, egg, milk. Which is your favorite? You can comment down. Pulses, oilseed, nuts, and that contain 20%. Nuts contain 20% of proteins, and the highest protein contained thing is soya bean. Soya bean is the richest source that contain 40% of protein, and millets 10%. And the next is rice 10%, and other fruits and vegetables 2%. Now defatted oil, seed cakes 50 to 60% of protein used only in the animal field, poultry and cattle. Okay. Now what do you mean by unconventional protein? Means they are not natural, they are man-made type. Like single cell protein are available, but they are not found safe for human consumption. Like spirulina is there. How they use means, suppose if you are an astronaut and you cannot take all this food, right, protein, carbohydrate, to that what we call space station. Can you? No. So they will carry a single cell protein like a tablet. So it will give all the protein, whatever you need in your body, they will provide all that. But it is not found safe for human consumption. Fats. Fats are the important components of the diet. Of course, they serve number of functions in the body. They serve number of functions in the body, of course. And now it is concentrated source of energy, because it supplies more than twice the energy when compared to the protein and carbohydrates. Getting my point? And fats are derived from the source provided by essential fatty acids that are important for the structure and function of the cells. The fats are triglycerides and fatty acids to the saturated and unsaturated fats. Now fats are of two types, visible fat and invisible fat. What do you mean by visible fat? Is this visible fats are animal fats and vegetable fats, like butter and ghee is your visible fat, means you can see there is a lot of fat here, right? Now vegetable fats are groundnut, mustard oil, coconut oil, sunflower oil. This all are oils, are vegetable fats, okay? Now what do you mean by invisible fat? Means the fat is there but we cannot see, right? Some amount of fat is also present in the food item like cereals, pulses, oil seeds, milk, egg, meat are known as invisible fats. Now what is the requirement of fats is the minimal requirement of the fat is to meet essentially fatty acids requirement in the range of 15 to 25 gram per day, only that much only. Okay, actually what is required, 15 to 25 gram is required for your body, you eat that one. Why you going for the higher one, why you going for the lower one, right? For the different physiological function, of course. If you take more than 25 or more excessive than that, so what happened, excessive intake of fat in the diet increase the level of cholesterol in the blood. I think you people are very familiar with the cholesterol. Yes, cholesterol, yes, level of cholesterol in the blood, leading to the condition known as atherosclerosis. Now what do you mean by atherosclerosis? Means blockage of arteries, the supply of blood through arteries, the oxygenated blood, it will stop, it will get narrowed down, right? So when it will get narrowed down, it will be a problem to us, yes or no? So don't consume excess of fat. Excesses of fat means butter, ghee and vegetable. You can have excess of proteins for your good health, like soybean has the highest proteins. Yes, we have studied proteins, we have studied fats, and now we are studying carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are a class of yielding energy substances. First we'll study the complex carbohydrate. Getting my point? Starches, glucose, cane sugar, milk sugar, grains, food, roots and tuber are complex carbohydrate. Now we'll go to the simple carbohydrate, that is your sugar which you eat. Carbohydrates are the main source of energy, mainly come from the cereals. Starches when eaten and cooked form and completely digested into GIT. I think everyone know GIT, gastrointestinal tract. The release of glucose is absorbed and metabolized in the body to yield energy. Non-digestible fat like cellulose, hemicellulose, gums, lignin, pectins, they are designated as dietary fibers or unavailable carbs, thus contributing bulk to the stool. That is also important. Bulk to the stool is also important, right? Now, fiber does not contribute to nutritive value of the food. Of course, the presence of fiber is that roughage in the diet. It is necessary for the metabolism and digestion and elimination of waste. Actually, someone should be there to clean up all the things, like that is your fiber. It will clean up all the things from your body, whatever the non-useful things are there. Getting my point? So roughages is very important in your body. Okay, now we have studied the carbohydrates as well and proteins as well and fats as well, right? Okay.